Hi everybody, this is Bobby with Bobby Stamps, and I have card 3. That is my February's free card packet. So how this works is if you shop with me in my online store in the month of February and you spend $25, you'll receive 1 free card packet. If you spend $35, you'll receive 2, and if you spend $50, you'll receive 3. And this month is my birthday month, so I am celebrating all month long with, the majority of them are going to be birthday cards. And I'm running a special on my blog right now. If you use the hostess code, you'll receive all 3 card packets if you spend $50. And then I'll send you for free the clear iridescent sequins. If you spend $100, you'll receive all 3 card packets, the clear iridescent sequins, and a brand new roll of fresh fig ribbon. And if you spend $150, I don't want you to use the hostess code. I'll send you everything I just said, but you'll receive the hostess benefits for that order because it's over $150. So in addition to everything I just said, you would also receive the Birthday Wishes stamp set for me. That is just a special that I'm doing for the month of February in honor of everybody in my family and myself that has a birthday in February. It's my birthday month, my husband's, both my sister-in-laws, my grandparents, my nephews. There's just so many people, the list goes on. So I'm going to just jump right in and show you how I'm going to make this card. I used the Banners for You, and you'll only receive the cardstock and the images that I'm showing you. I will not send stamped images. That is against Stampin' Up! Policy. So you'll receive the cardstock, but these 2 items would already be punched out for you. And like I said, I used the Banners for You to punch those out. You'll receive a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this is for you to stamp your balloons on. And then you will have to have the balloon punch builder to punch your balloons out. If not, you can, make the card however you want it to look. And then I also used the banners, birthday banners, and that's where I got my balloon images from and the sentiment. The card base is Daffodil Delight, so I'm just going to give that a nice score while I'm here right now. And we'll just put that off to the side. Then I have a piece of Pacific Point that is cut at 5 1/4 by 4, and then I have a piece of Real Red cardstock. That piece is cut at 3 3/4 by 5, and I have used the Brick Wall embossing folder, and you just simply place this in your embossing folder like so, and then you can just run that through your Big Shot. So this will already be embossed for you if you earn one of these free card packets. I just like showing you the items that I used. And I did not bring over my oval framelits, but you will get a piece of Daffodil Delight cut out in a scalloped oval. And then I used a piece of DSP paper, and this is from the, let me just grab it right here. I have some of it laying here. This is from the Birthday Memories DSP, and there is some very, very pretty DSP paper, and it's all double-sided, so you can use whatever side you decide to use. If you don't want to use the side that I'm using, it's just absolutely beautiful paper. And then I've already been using it for some of my other cards too. So it's so pretty. It's just a shame to cut it up and not be able to use both sides. But we all know that we can't do that. So this piece is cut at 1 1/2 by, I believe, 5. Let me measure it out just to make sure. Yep, 5. And yeah, 1 1/2 by 5. It was just a little decorative. Now in this card I used the side, but I think for this card I'm just going to flip it over just so that way you can see how it looks by using the different sides. So let me just grab my balloon, and that's the image we're going to use right now. And we'll just start out. It doesn't matter what color we start out with, but I'm just going to ink it up in Real Red. and we're using Daffodil Delight and Pacific Point ink. So I'm just gonna stamp that down and pull up. And I thought I had something on my ink pad actually, so I'm gonna give that one a different. Let me just cut that away. And we'll try that. I still see something in my ink pad, so I'll get that later when I get the video over with, but I'm not sure. It looks like it could be a piece of lint or maybe a piece of cardstock that is really tiny that maybe got on there. So I'm just going to use the smaller balloon. So let me just, and I had that going and I think I ended up doing it in the wrong. There we go. And so you're just going to line that up like so. Pop it out. We'll just lay that to the side. Close up our Real Red. And then we're going to use Daffodil Delight, but I'm going to trim this down before I stamp my next image. Clean your stamp really good so you don't get any of the red transferred into your Daffodil Delight. Since that's such a light color, it's probably best, and I didn't do a very good job on that, so let me just do that again. And we'll do this side. We'll just flip it over. Okay, much better. And it's always better if you can to start with your lighter color. I should have started with my lighter color. I don't know why I didn't. So we'll just put this in there again. And once I kind of start getting it where I think I'm going to want it, I start to slowly clamp down on the mechanism there. And I'm just going to reach behind me and grab, thank goodness, a piece of Whisper White that I had laying there from earlier when I was making this. And then we'll just ink this one up. And there we go. Okay, and then we're just going to do the same thing. We'll just put that in there and just slowly start lining it up where you're going to want to punch, and then gently start squeezing, and that'll kind of help hold your paper in place, okay? So then I'm just going to reopen back the Pacific Point and grab the sentiment and just ink that up. And then I'm just going to center that. I'm going to try not to get my head. And it's very hard for me to see. I might have gotten too low on that. Nope, that's okay. I try not to lean in, so I'm at an awkward angle when I'm trying to stamp. Okay, so now we can just totally start putting our card together. So what I'm going to do first is use some snail to put on the piece of Pacific Point. And we'll just lay that down like so. Then I'm going to use Fast Fuse. I think I'm out of Fast Fuse, so I will have to use snail. Normally, I would 100% use Fast Fuse because this piece has been embossed. Okay. But snail's going to work. Okay. Then I'm just going to take, I'm not going to adhere this down yet, but I am going to use this side instead of the opposite side like I told you earlier, just so you can see what it's going to look like if you know, and you can decide then which side you want to use, okay? And then I'm going to grab, if I have any dimensionals, I'm just going to grab a couple of dimensionals. Probably 4 is going to be good. And I'm just going to lay that. I'm not going to actually adhere it down yet, okay? Then I'm going to take the back side and I'm going to put just a little bit, just a smidge of snail. And then I think I forgot to mention we're going to use the Whisper White Thick Baker's Twine for our balloons. And so let me grab And I'm just eyeballing it and guessing, guys, on the length. And so we'll just lay those down right where we just put the snail. And that's going to hold that in place, okay? Then I want to make sure I put my yellow balloon in the middle, and then you can just kind of guess where you're, going to put the other ones. But I am going to just trim these just a smidge, like so. And you can have them be as long or as short as you want. Now I'm going to take a dimensional and just put on the back of each one of those. That's also going to help to hold those down. So let's go ahead and peel these backings off. And I'm just going to place it right about there. And then I'm just going to put my yellow balloon, and I'm going to put it up a little bit high and right in the center, like so. Then I'm going to take the real red balloon, and I'm just going to place it kind of there. And then the Pacific Point, you can place it, and you can make, try to make these even. You could put this one up, you could put this one down, but I think I'm just going to go for even, kind of something like that. On this one, I kind of went with the real red a little bit higher than the blue and the Daffodil Delight. Then I just kind of put those together like so. And you can take and just kind of eyeball, put a little bit of snail, and then just have those lay right there where that snail is. And now we're going to cover that up with our banner piece, but before we do that, we need to adhere it on to the Pacific Point cardstock. And so you just want to get that as even and as straight as you can. Then I'm going to use, if I can find my piercing tool, hold on just a second. Okay, I'm not sure where it's at. I was using it earlier. I use that. If you guys watch my videos, you know it's never far from me, so I'm sure it's laying behind me under cardstock that I'm working on my Cake Soiree class that the registration opens on Saturday, and I'm sure it's just laying over there, but no worries. Sometimes I can work without it, and this is a good example. So then we're just going to put this right there, like so, and there you guys have it. So there is the two different DSP papers. You just zoom in just a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So there they are. That's just this paper flipped this way is all I did. So make sure that you guys visit my blog. It's bobbystamps.com. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I am going to be doing another giveaway for new YouTube subscribers for the month of February. So anybody that subscribes to my YouTube channel between February 1st and the 28th, the end of the month, you will be entered to get a free stamp set. I haven't figured out the stamp set yet, but make sure that you visit my blog and I'll have all the details there. Thanks, guys.